Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariane for those who don't know me, which are probably a lot of people because my channel is not that big. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different just to let you guys know. I've been reading scripts for the last few videos, specifically for the videos that I made for the Art Basics series, and I had this feeling while I was doing them that I was sounding really robotic, and I think the reason for that is that I was reading scripts that I wrote for myself, because I always feel like my communication skills are not that good when I'm just freely talking. I feel like my ideas are a little bit more, I guess, solid and more understandable when I write things. I'm much better at communicating through written media than just talking, as you can tell, obviously, right now. And so I had this feeling, and then last time I recorded a voiceover for my last video, my boyfriend pointed out to me that I sounded really robotic. And I was like, oh damn, then it's true. And so I decided for this video, I'm not gonna read a script. Scripts are amazing for structuring the ideas behind a video and what you want to express, but they shouldn't be scripts. They should just be like bullet points for you to express whatever it is that you want to express for the main topic of the video. So with all of this in mind, I'm going to be just freely talking throughout this video about using references for our art, and I hope that it makes sense, and I hope that I don't get to have to edit a lot of and just pauses of my brain just processing ways of communicating and giving you guys information in general. And I hope I remember to say everything I wanted to say as well. So that was a very long introduction and a very rambly as well. Anyways, the time-lapse you're watching right now, as you can see, has several images to its left, I believe. And as you can see, each image is going to help me create one cohesive painting or drawing or idea. Now, the way I go about it is I don't like to copy from references and make an illustration that looks exactly like the reference, because in that sense that would be a study, an art study, and I would never say that this was an original piece, because I'm literally just copying someone else's work. Even if it's just a photograph, that's a photographer's work. So it would be very rude of me to just say that this was an original piece. And I definitely want to tell you guys, especially the people who are just starting to draw, to not do this. If you're going to use a photo and you're going to copy it straight as it is, give credit to the photographer, to the model, to the person who took that picture. And if you don't find the information of this specific person, do always mention that it's an art study, that you copied it, and maybe even place the picture right next to the drawing so people know there's an original to it, because that's important. I believe it's important to me. I wouldn't like people to like grab my art and just copy it straight on, change a few things, and then say it was their original idea. That would be really upsetting to me. So I wanted to mention that really specifically just for the people who are just starting, who might not think this is a bad thing. Definitely it's a bad thing, so don't do it, please. And well, so I use each photo for different purposes, specifically with this drawing, because I'm going to show you another one later on in the video where I didn't necessarily use any of the pictures or copied any specific element of the picture for my drawing. I just used it as a vision board, or just like an inspiration board or something like that. For this one specifically, yes, I used references, and each reference had its purpose. So as you can see, there's one reference for the outfit that my original character Melria was going to use. Then there was a reference picture for the background that I was going to use, which is this nice little retro living room, specifically the sofa. I wanted to use that. And then I have a reference picture for the pose I wanted to go for, as well as a color palette, because I'm terrible, like I've said before, at choosing colors that are harmonious, that look good together. So I was like, I'm just gonna let that be the job of a pro who's really good at color theory, and just gonna grab a color palette from Pinterest that I really like and that expresses the mood that I'm going for. And that's what I did for this drawing. I feel like this style of this drawing, I like it. It's a bit cartoony, but it works really well with the idea that I had in mind. And it's something that you guys can do, and I really recommend for you to do this. Grab several pictures, one for the pose, one for the outfit, or several for the outfit. Maybe even one for the facial expression that you're going for, the background, the color palette, and or even the mood, and just combine all of those pictures together. And that is the correct way, at least in my opinion, of using references. And that way people can't really tell where you took all of this inspiration from, and it seems like the most original and amazing drawing, which is I hopefully what you guys are going for. Or at least that's what I'm going for all the time. I really want to make something special and original, even if I'm stealing from different sources and just mashing them all together into one drawing. So that's what I did with this one. I don't really have much to say about the drawing. The idea that I had in mind, I think I completely was able to translate it to the drawing. The only thing that looks a little bit weird is I feel like she seems like she's in the position of like maybe it looks like she has a humpback. I don't know, but I ended up feeling that at the end of the drawing now that I've watched it a few days later. But I still like it. I'm not gonna necessarily change it. Sometimes I just like to watch my mistakes and learn from them so that I can remember that I did that mistake and just change things up in the future. Now the second image, you're gonna tell right away it's a completely different mood, completely different style. I was going for something more rendered because we were just talking on the previous video about rendering, and I really wanted to render it, so I did that. I'm not necessarily extremely happy with the result just because it doesn't feel like my style all that much. But I'm overall happy with the way I did it, the composition, and mostly the colors. I think the colors look so pretty. I'm very happy about that. I'm only a bit worried that I'm gonna get flagged because, you know, there's some thing showing in there and people are really afraid of it in the internet for some reason, especially if it's on a woman. But hopefully you guys are forgiving for that appearing in the drawing. And as you can see on the left side, I have the color palette, I have the inspiration for the sky. I even have some reference pictures to just see how wet hair looks. And my main inspiration was the photograph where there's a girl just inside of the water and you can see her from the back. I really liked how that turned out. And I drew Melria again. She's my OC. I just created her a few weeks ago and I'm obsessed with drawing her. So I've been drawing her for everything that I've done lately. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm just obsessed with her. And I want to tell you a little bit about her as well because I don't think I have introduced her to you guys. Her name is Melria, as I've said twice now. She is a 2,000-year-old demon who decided she wants to hang out and live life as a human just to see how things are for us up here. And yeah, she's just exploring things out and just living her best life. I haven't developed her too much, but I know she's going to be appearing a lot in my videos and in my Instagram and everywhere probably because I just love her. I kind of think of her as a persona of mine or something like that, and I just feel like she's really dear to my heart. It's a person that I've always wanted to create in my mind. I had her for many years and I never drew her, and now I drew her, so I'm just ecstatic about that. And well guys, that's the video for today. Usually when I'm reading my script I say something like that I say something like I hope you guys enjoy the video and that you can always support my work through Patreon. It's kind of horrible when in the outros they tell you to go and support the artist because I feel like most of us don't do it. But if you guys found this entertaining, if it gave you a little bit of value, I don't know. And if you have the possibilities as well, because not all of us do, you can always consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll be uploading a lot of resources from this art series that I did, a lot of sketches that don't make it through my social media, and just polls and commentaries that I really think you might like if you like this video. And also, when I reach $50 on Patreon, I'm going to be sending everybody a sticker. I'm so excited to do that, and I would love for you guys to help me get to that goal so I can start sending you stickers. That's gonna be so exciting. Anyways, that's it for today's video, and I'll be seeing you for the next one, which hopefully won't be scripted as well. You guys let me know how this one goes and if you like the format. Okay, bye. Well, this is my outro. Outro? Outro. This is my outro, and I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe to my channel, and you can choose to ignore this. Oh, and also you can like and comment and stalk me and support me on Patreon. Yeah, that's all that it says here.